Awesome. Good morning. Thank you for coming, everybody. If you're not already in your most comfortable lying down position, then make your way to your most comfortable lying down position with any support, any warmth that you need. Close your eyes. And start to connect with a softer and longer breath. And take a moment and just check in with how you're arriving this morning. Things that have already happened, conversations you've already had. And take your awareness right up to the crown of your head, and we'll practice a body scan. So slowly move down through your body and check in with how things are feeling. Physically, energetically, mindfully checking in. All the way down to your feet. And then relax your feet as much as you can. Relaxing your feet. And relax your legs, let the legs feel heavy, let them sink. And possibly let the kneecaps feel like they can float. And soften the lower back, let the lower back sink. And soften your belly, relax the belly, soft belly. And soften all around the heart center. Soften through the chest, through the front side, the back side, and the sides of the heart center. Soften. And relax your shoulders. Let the shoulders sink. Relax the arms, let the arms feel heavy, let the arms sink. And soften your hands. Relax your hands. Relaxing your neck, soften through the front side, through your throat. Soften the back side of the neck and the sides of the neck, soften. And relax your jaw. Soften the jaw. If you need to, move it side to side, but relax the jaw. And relax your tongue. Let the tongue sink right down to the bottom of your mouth. Let there be a natural space between your teeth and between your lips. And the space between your eyebrows, make it just a little bit bigger. Soften your eyes. Let the eyes feel soft and light, and soften through your forehead. And creating spaciousness through the forehead, relaxing your forehead. And let that trickle right down to your temples as you soften the temples. Let the entire face feel soft and light. And take a mental snapshot here of how this feels as we start to slow down the nervous system. Take your hands and place them on your belly. As you breathe in, feel the belly expand. As you breathe out, feel the release. And just connecting with your belly breath. Now, the breath for releasing anxiety. And if it feels intense, just tone it down a notch. And noticing how it feels to breathe here. And then gently release. Take your hands up to your ribs and isolate the breath here. So as you breathe in, feel the ribs expand. As you breathe out, feel the release. This is the whole body breath, the breath you were born with. Just noticing how this feels. And then gently release this. Place your hands over the clavicular area, over your chest. And isolate the breath here and keep it soft and long. All right. Just notice how it feels to breathe here. All right. And this is where we breathe when we are stressed. All right. And some of us are always breathing here. And some of us are chronically stressed. So notice how this breath feels. And then gently release. Okay. In a moment, we'll come to our three-part Dirga breath. For our Dirga breath, you can place one hand on your belly and keep one hand over your heart. Okay. As you breathe in, first to the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. As you breathe out, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe out, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe out, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3. 3 more rounds on your own. When you're finished, let the arms rest down alongside the body. And just breathe into the places that are the natural spaces and places for you to breathe. And just notice where that is. In a moment, we will be moving into our tense and release. For those of you that have props underneath you, okay, you can bend the knees and roll to your side and release any knee support or spine support you might have. Okay. Head support is just fine. And have a little bit of space between your feet. All right. As you inhale, I'd like you to tighten and tense your feet. And then exhale, release. Okay. Inhale, tense and tighten your feet super tight. Exhale, release. Okay. And keep working with your breath. As you inhale, tense and tighten your feet. Exhale, release. One more time. And then we'll work with your legs. So as you inhale, tense and tighten your legs completely, thighs tight, and then exhale, release, let it go. Keep working with your breath, just working the legs. As you inhale, tense and tighten the legs, excuse me, and exhale, release, let it go. Okay? And see if with each release you can let go just a little bit more. One more time. Okay. And then let's work with the glutes. So as you inhale, feel the bum muscles tense and tighten. Exhale, release, let it go, let yourself sink. Keep working with the breath here as you inhale, tense and tighten, and exhale, let it go. Okay. One more time. And then let's work with the abdominals. So as you inhale, tense and tighten through the belly, and then exhale, release, let it go. Okay? Inhale, tense and tighten the belly, super tight. Exhale, release, and let it go. Keep working with your breath here. Aware that each time you release, you let go just a little bit more. One more breath here. Right. And then I'd like you to tense and tighten through your chest. So as you inhale, feel your chest get super tense and tight. And then exhale, release, let it go. Okay. Working with your breath here as you inhale, tense and tighten through the chest. Exhale, release, and let it go. One more time here. And then work with your arms. So as you inhale, let the entire arms and shoulders tense and tighten. And then exhale, release. Okay. Inhale, tense and tighten the arms. Exhale, release. One more time here. And then fully release the arms, and we'll work with the hands. And I'd like you, when you tighten your hands, to imagine that you're squishing a tea or a coffee cup. So you're not making fists. As you inhale, tense and tighten your hands like you're squishing a tea or coffee cup, and then exhale, release, let them relax. Keep working with your breath here. As you inhale, tense and tighten the hands. Exhale, release. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more breath. And then fully relax the hands, let it go, and take your awareness up to the face and the jaw. As you inhale, scrunch up the face, tighten your jaw, and exhale, release, let it go. Okay. Keep working with your breath here. As you inhale, tense and tighten through your face. Exhale, release, and let it go. Now, aware of the tension that we hold through expression in our face. 1 more time here. Okay. And then we're going to start isolating the tensing and releasing to the right side of the body only. So as you inhale, tense and tighten the entire right side of your body, and exhale, release, let it go. Keep working with your breath. It'll take a little bit, a couple of times, to actually isolate the entire right side of your body. Okay. And just half of your face. It can be done. Yep. Teacup hands, including your feet, your thighs, your glutes, your abdominals, your chest, your arms, and your face. 1 more breath here. And then switch to the left side. Okay, as you inhale, tense and tighten the left side of the body only, and exhale, release, let it go. Keep working with your breath on this side, and have an awareness of one side feels more available than the other side. Easier to connect with for your mind-body connection. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Just working the left side of the body only. And then we'll work the entire body. So as you breathe in, tense and tighten the entire body, and as you exhale, release and let it go. Inhale, tense and tighten the entire body. Exhale, release and let it go. Okay, 1 more time. Inhale, tense and tighten the entire body and hold. Keep it tense, keep it tight, but keep breathing, holding here. Okay? This is how we hold on to life sometimes, so incredibly tight, and it is exhausting. Exhale, release, let it go. Let yourself be held by the world. Okay. In a moment, we are going to move into our Kaya Kriya, our mind cleansing technique. And as you inhale, roll the feet inwards towards each other. Exhale, turn them outwards. Okay. Keep moving with your breath here as you inhale. Roll the feet inwards towards each other. Exhale, roll them outwards. Okay, 7 more times with your breath. So just start to subtly warm and open through ankles, knees, hips, right up the lower back and spine. Okay. When you think you've done around 9, then let the feet relax. Right. And once the feet are relaxing and there is absolutely no rush, then you can work with your hands. As you inhale, the palms are upwards, and as you exhale, just roll the palms so that they're downwards. The feet are relaxed. 9 breaths with just the hands. As you inhale, the palms are upwards, and as you exhale, the palms are down. Just the hands. The feet are relaxed if you're working the hands. Kaya Kriya means mind cleansing technique, helping to bring us into our practice using concentration, connecting breath and movement, and counting. When you've done 9 breaths with just your hands, then relax your hands, let them rest. Okay. And we can come into 9 breaths with your head. Okay. As you exhale, you're rolling the head chin to shoulder. And as you inhale, bring the head back up to center. Exhale, chin to shoulder in the opposite direction. Inhale, back up to center. Side to side, moving with your breath. Massaging the back of the scalp. Warming through the neck, the jaw, the chest. Let the breath be soft and long, and let your movement reflect that. No rush here. And when you've finished your 9 breaths with your head, you can gently bring your head back to center and take your awareness back down to your feet. As you inhale, roll the feet inwards towards each other. Exhale, wide open. 9 breaths back again at your feet. Coordinating breath and movement. And warming through the ankles, knees, hips, and lower back. When you have finished 9 breaths at your feet, okay, you can work with hands and feet. As you inhale, the palms are upwards. As you exhale, palms are downwards. 9 breaths, including hands and feet. Bringing in more coordination, more focus, more mind cleansing. No rush. Keep the breath soft and long. If you have finished your 9 breaths with hands and feet, you can move into 9 breaths with the feet, the hands, and the head. Right. Super concentration, connection. Yeah. As you inhale, the palms are upward and the feet are inward. When you've done 9 breaths, including feet, hands, and head, you can bring the head back to center and do 9 more breaths with hands and feet. A subtle and effective movement. When you've done 9 breaths, including hands and feet, you can finish with 9 final breaths at your feet. Like to set the intention of this class of grounding. Sometimes we can get carried away with activities, with life. And this is a practice in helping us ground and connect and center. When you're finished your Kaya Kriya, the knees are bent, the feet are on the floor, the hands are on your belly, and you're working with your belly breath. As you inhale, feel the belly expand. As you exhale, feel the release. We'll take one more belly breath here. And then you can let your arms go wide open and palms facing upward. And let the feet go as wide as your mat. Pinkies touching the edges of the mat. Perfect. Exhale, take both your knees all the way over to the right and pause. So we just start to open up the hips and the lower back, the spine a little bit more. Gaze point can be up towards the sky or in the opposite direction of the knees, and you can experiment. You can see what feels best. Inhale all the way up to center. Exhale right on over to the other side. Checking out this side. Aware of how your neck feels, how your shoulders feel. Inhale all the way up to center. Exhale right on over to the other side. And if you feel the need to be deeper, you can let the right ankle rest on top of the left knee. Okay? If you try this and it irritates your knees, okay, then don't do it. Listen to you. Right. If you have a foot on top, exhale, release. Inhale, bring the knees all the way up to center, and exhale right on over to the other side. And same thing, if you'd like to be a little bit deeper, you can let the left ankle rest on top of the right knee. Okay, if you try this and it's not right, then it's not right. I'm practicing listening to our own bodies. If you have a foot on top, exhale, release. Everybody can bring the knees all the way back up to center and bring your feet back to hip bone distance apart. Okay. Let the arms come down alongside the body. Okay. And this is in preparation for pelvic tilts. So if you can visualize or imagine that the lower back is like a clock. Okay. On the inhalation, press down at 12 o'clock. Exhale, release. Inhale, press down at 6 o'clock. Exhale, release. And just keep going back and forth with your pelvis. All right. And noticing how the lower back is feeling. All right. So real subtle movement. Okay, one more time. And then back to neutral. And then practice going side to side. As you inhale, press down at 3 o'clock. Exhale, release. Inhale, press down at 9 o'clock. Exhale, release. And keep going side to side with your subtle movement, pressing down. Okay. Aware of any sensations here. Let's go one more time to each side. And then back to neutral, back to center. Right. From here, I'd like you to go around the clock 3 times, clockwise. Starting at 12, moving to 3, coming down to 6, over to 9, and back to 12. 2 more times around the clock of the lower back. All right. And we're checking in not only with sensations, but with the quality of your movement, the availability to move subtly here, and if the movement is smooth. When you've gone 3 times around the clock clockwise, then I'd like you to go 3 times around the clock counterclockwise. That's really keeping that mind-body connection. And as we check in, aware that with these subtle movements, less is more. Okay, it doesn't have to be overly done. Just moving with your breath, aware of sensations and quality of movement. When you're finished, you can come back to center and gently hug your knees into your chest for a moment, rocking side to side. Just releasing some of the work. You can rock elbow to elbow, or you can do little tiny rocks. So aware of what feels good. And then come back to center. Place the feet on the ground. Okay. Hip bone distance apart, and we're going to move into our back bend. So if you have head support, I'd like you to remove the head support and place it to the side. So with your feet hip bone distance apart, and the sides of the feet are like train tracks. They're in line with the sides of your mat. Okay. Arms down alongside the body. I'd like you to get the physical sensation that you can press down through the upper arms and puff up through your chest. Okay. Eyes are closed. And I'd like you to visualize or imagine that you're standing outside of yourself, watching yourself, just like I would be watching you. Okay. Then I'd like you to imagine that you're coming into a back bend, watching yourself. Okay. As you watch yourself, lift up the hips, so not actually doing it. Okay. Visualizing that you're standing outside yourself, watching yourself come up into a back bend, what you look like, your alignment. And then I'd like you to watch yourself slowly bring your spine all the way back down. Have an awareness if that was easy or if that was hard to be outside of yourself, visualizing or imagining you doing a back bend. The second back bend we're going to do is a visualization as well. For this one, I'd like you to be inside your body. Press down through the upper arms, puff up through your chest, feel your feet. Visualize or imagine that you are coming up into a back bend again. This time you are inside your body. So you're not actually doing it. Okay? You're visualizing or imagining inside your body that you are in a back bend. See if you can connect with what this feels like as you hold here. And then exhale, nice and slowly lower the spine all the way back down. I'd like you to have an awareness, if that was easy or hard for you to be inside your body, visualizing or imagining doing a back bend. Okay. Our third and final back bend here will be your choice. Okay. So if you had a hard time visualizing or imagining being outside your body doing a back bend or inside your body doing a back bend, then that's what you're going to practice, whichever one was the hardest. Okay. It's how we associate with pain. Okay. So often if we're in pain, it's hard to be inside of our bodies. Okay, so you'll be working with visualization. You disassociate with pain. So learning to be inside of our bodies. Okay, same if it was hard being outside of your body, then work with that. If both of those came really easy to you, okay, then I'd like you to work in the full physical expression of your back bend. Okay, so being honest with yourself. Press down through the upper arms. Feel your feet. Either working with a visualization or working at coming right up into your back bend. Your choice when you're ready. All right, holding here. And wherever you are working, slowly lower the spine all the way back down to the ground. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And once the sacrum is grounded, you can hug the knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. And just releasing compression. And from here, we're going to be coming into a spinal twist. Keep the knees hugged into your chest, nice and tight. Let the arms go wide open. Okay. Palms facing upward. And on the next exhalation, let's take the knees all the way over to the right. Okay. Yeah, and if you find this is too intense, okay, then take the knees further away from the body. Okay, if you like this, if this feels great, then you can have the hand closest to the knees resting on top of the knees. My left palm is facing up towards the ceiling. Gaze point might be up towards the sky or in the opposite direction of the knees, but the arms are wide open. Fingernails are connected to the floor. Opening up through the chest and just releasing the spine from our back bends. Inhale, nice and slowly bring the knees all the way up to center, and exhale, take them right on over to the other side. Right. Gaze point can be up towards the ceiling. Arms are wide open. Yeah, perfect. Right. Just opening up through the chest, through the pectorals, through the shoulders. So if you find that you get fuzziness through your fingertips and the brachial nerves a little pinched, so you can take the arm closer to the body. And breathing into the wide open side here. Right. And then inhale, come all the way back up to center. Hug the knees in nice and close. Right. And then exhale, let the feet come back down on the ground. Take the feet as wide as your mat and let the knees tent in on each other for support. Okay? So a little release and opening through the lower back here. Inhale, take the arms all the way up towards the sky, palms facing each other, arms shoulder distance apart. Okay? Like you're ready to give somebody a huge hug. Okay? Let the shoulders be grounded and connected, so fully supported in their sockets in the rotator cuffs. Palms facing each other. Okay. And then inhale, lift your shoulders up off the ground. And exhale, let them come back down. Okay. Pause here for a moment and just recognize if you went from 0 to 100. Okay. And I'd like you to work within 70% of your range of motion. Okay. So as you inhale, lift up the shoulders to 70% of your range of motion. And then exhale, let them come back down. Keep moving with your breath here. As you inhale, lifting just to 70% of your range of motion. Exhale, back down. Okay, so we're not going to any edges. We're figuring out our playground. Okay. One more time. And then keeping the shoulders in their sockets. Exhale, take the arms all the way back behind your head. Okay. And then release your legs. Let the legs go out in front of you. Point your toes and enjoy a full body stretch. Breathe right down to the lower lungs and exhale, release and let it go. Okay. You can bend the knees, place the feet on the ground. And in a moment, we'll be rolling on over onto our sides, okay, to meet in seated. You can use your brown styrofoam block for support. Getting the hips a little bit higher than the knees. Yeah, and if it's uncomfortable to have the legs in cross-legged, then have the legs extended. It's perfectly fine. All right. Lift the sternum up towards the sky. All right. And from here, we're going to come into our square breath to keep working at calming the nervous system and regulating our nervous system, grounding us. Bring the hands into heart center, Anjali Mudra, Anahata Chakra. Lift up the sternum, create space through the vertebrae. As you breathe in, take the hands up. Point your finger and thumb come together as you retain the breath out to the sides. Exhale, come on down. Okay. And retain the breath, come back to center. Okay, we'll do 3 more squares. Inhaling up. Retaining the breath out to the sides. Exhale down. And retain the breath, come back to center. 2 more squares. And when you're finished, keeping your hands at heart center, and just pausing here for a moment. Just recognizing if you've been carried away lately or not. Last night as I lie in bed with my kids, they're so excited about a Christmas concert this morning that they couldn't sleep. The first thing to do is to slow down your breath, helping to calm your nervous system, helping to settle your mind. Right. Let the palms come down on the knees. Right. Just start to move into spinal rotation, so moving around in circles. Yeah. And checking out how the lower back is feeling as we continue to warm the hips and the back. And go the opposite direction. And then come all the way back to center. Okay. Keep lifting up the sternum and we'll move into our pelvic tilts here. Okay. So I'd like you to start with the pelvis, okay, and allow your pelvis to roll back and let the entire spine follow. Okay. And then start with the pelvis and tilt it or cup it forward and let the entire spine follow. Okay, so include your head as you move your pelvis back and forth, similar to what we did with our clocks. Okay, but allowing the rest of the spine to fluidly follow. Like one of those wooden snakes where you hold the tail and the rest of the snake will move in the direction that you move the tail. And then one more time, tilt or cup the pelvis, let the rest of the spine follow, and really feeling the connection from your pelvis to your sternum. Okay? When you tilt the pelvis so the tailbone goes back, the sternum lifts, the shoulders go back, the heart opens. Okay? You can stay here, lifted through the sternum, pelvis tilted, shoulders back. Take the hands right beside you, up on the fingertips so you have lots of support. Yeah. Right. Take the right ear towards the right shoulder and just hold. Right. And then slowly all the way back to center and exhale right on over to the other side. And then inhale, come all the way back to center. Okay. Take the left hand in the left hip crease and just gently walk the right hand out to the side, just opening up the side body. If you have lots of availability and flexibility, you're more than welcome to bend the elbow and place the elbow on the floor. If not, stay up on the hand for support. And just breathe into this wide open side body. And then inhale nice and slowly up to center. Okay. And then we can switch. Okay. Walking the opposite hand out. And then inhale, come all the way back to center. Right. From here, I'd like you to extend the legs out in front of you. Right. For seated Dandasana, so if you need help with a pelvic tilt, you can sit right on the edge of your brown styrofoam block. If you don't need help, you can place the brown styrofoam block beside you. Have the hands right beside your hips to get started, and if you need longer arms, then make fists, but have the big toes up towards the sky, pinkies coming back towards you. Lift up your sternum and feel your pelvis tilt. Okay? So close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing right now. This is already a massive forward bend. Okay? You can make the choice to stay right here, or if you feel like you can go deeper in your forward fold, you can take the hands on the legs and gently walk them forward. Okay? Into Paschimottanasana, your seated forward fold. Hands can come to thighs, knees, shins, feet, wherever they come to is just fine. The shoulders are in their sockets. Okay? And you're leading with your heart, you're leading with your sternum instead of pulling with your head. Allow yourself to breathe into your back body as best you can. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Place the hands behind you underneath the shoulders and lift the sternum up towards the sky, countering and compressing the spine here. And then exhale, release, come back to center. Okay. From here, we will be moving into a restorative position. Okay. We'll be moving into our reverse Shavasana. So you're going to need either 2 bolsters or 1 large bolster, or if you're at home, you can use a pillow or a stack of pillows, a blanket for underneath your ankles, and a styrofoam block or smaller pillow for your head. So you can have a roll blanket for underneath the ankles. Okay, your torso is going to rest on the 2 blocks, and the smaller pillow is for the forehead. So your forehead can rest on the block. Arms can be wherever they feel the most comfortable. Okay, so they can be out in front of you, they can be down alongside the body. Okay, but this should feel slightly delicious. Okay, and if it doesn't, let me know and we'll just adjust. We can modify. Okay, so the torso is fully supported, the head has a soft pillow, and the ankles are supported. Arms are where they are the most comfortable. Okay. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to connect with that softer and longer breath. Okay. In restorative poses, we hold. So we'll hold here for at least 5 minutes as we give the back side of the body an opportunity to open up. Okay, so as we open the back side of the body, bring your breath awareness there. Now see if you can breathe into the back side of your heart, in between the shoulder blades. If you can feel the breath there. And see if you might be able to feel the breath in the back side of the ribs. Can isolate the breath there. Just checking in with what this feels like. The back side of the body is the yin side, the emotional side. And see if you might be able to take it one step further. And feel the breath in the lower back. If that feels impossible, then breathe into your belly and know that it is just the other side. Aware of which space felt the easiest, upper, middle, or lower back. And spend the next few moments breathing into that space. The most natural space to breathe in on the back side of your body. And start to become aware of the ground beneath you. Aware of all the places that your body is connected to the floor. Reverse Shavasana is a great pose for grounding, centering, and connecting, especially when life is carrying us away, when we can't sleep, or are way too excited, or if the mind just keeps spinning us around and around. Use your breath, slow things down, and then connect with the ground. Even if it's taking your shoes off and walking barefoot in the grass, in the dirt, on a beach, connect with the ground. You can start to take deeper inhalations and exhalations. On the next inhalation, you can place the hands underneath the shoulders. Compress into the hands and make your way up to tabletop, hands and knees. Now you can gently sit back. So we will be coming into legs up the wall. You can bring the short end of your mat to the wall. And just like Dawn here, you can sit sideways and then rotate around and bring your legs up the wall. If you like head support, then you can have head support. Your legs don't have to be straight. If you find that it's tense on the hamstrings, you can shuffle back so that your sit bones aren't so close to the wall. Okay? Otherwise, have your feet hip bone distance apart, and just so those hips can be in healthy places in their sockets. And then point those toes, point, point. And then release and push up through your heels. And 2 more times in each direction. Lengthening front side and back side of your legs. Yeah. And then you can let the feet relax. Okay. And on the next exhalation, let's let just the right leg go wide open. All right. Yeah, and you can keep the left hip grounded and connected to the floor to stabilize the lower back. Just noticing how the groin, the inner thigh feels here. And if you'd like to support, you can place the right hand just on the outside of the right thigh. And then inhale. Gently bring the leg all the way back up to center. And exhale, opposite leg. Left leg can go wide open. Staying grounded and connected through the right hip. Okay. Opening up through this side. I feel okay? And then inhale, come all the way back up to center and gently rock the feet side to side, just resetting the hips, realigning. And then back to center. I'd like you to bend the knees and place the feet on the wall. Nice deep bend in the knees and start with the feet hip bone distance apart. Okay, so really great place for opening the lower back. Okay. And placing the hips in a secure place. So notice how this feels, and if it feels too intense, then take your feet further up the wall. Okay. But legs up the wall is a real incredible place for just calming the nervous system. And I recommend everybody having a space in their home where they can place the legs up the wall. Okay. Start to walk your feet wider. And just go as wide as feels good to you. Okay? A supported, modified, happy baby pose. Nice deep bend in the knees. And connect with a belly breath here. And then inhale, walk those feet back to center, and you can let the soles of the feet come together and the knees go wide open. Yeah, and if this feels like there's holding or gripping through the hip flexors, you can take the feet further up the wall and give yourself a little bit of a break. And vice versa, if you want to have the feet in super close, you're more than welcome to. And if you like pressure, you can place the hands on the knees and gently press the knees towards the wall. Let the shoulders sink, let the chest be open. And then inhale, bring the knees back together. Exhale, bring the legs all the way back up the wall. Gently rock your feet side to side. Okay. Back to center. And then on the next exhalation, let's let both the legs go wide open. Now you can crisscross with your neighbor. You guys are all lovely. Support each other. Yeah. So same here. If you feel like you like a little support, place your hands on the outsides of your thighs. If you feel like you'd like a little extra pressure, you can have the hands on the insides of the thighs. And inhale, gently bring the legs all the way back up to center. From here, we will be moving into Shavasana. If you'd prefer to do Shavasana with legs up the wall, you are more than welcome to stay here. Otherwise, you can bend the knees, place the feet on the wall, gently roll on over to your most comfortable side. Slowly make your way back up to seated and bring your mats to where you'd like to lie for Shavasana. So we will be coming into your most comfortable position just like we started. And if reverse Shavasana felt like a good place to stay, you are more than welcome to stay there. Okay? Otherwise, come to your most comfortable lying down position with any support, any warmth you need. You can use any of those pillows you have. And when you come to your most comfortable lying down position, close your eyes and reconnect with that softer and longer breath. Remembering that you are not stuck here. If your comfort shifts, please shift. And take a body scan. Take your awareness right up to the crown of your head and slowly move down through your body, checking in with how things are feeling. Any evidence of your practice, or you feel a little more centered and grounded than when you arrived. And with your awareness at your feet, soften your feet, relax your feet, soft feet. Relax the legs, let the legs feel heavy, let them sink. And let the kneecaps feel like they can float. Soften the lower back, let the lower back sink. Relaxing the lower back and soften your belly. Relax the belly, soft belly. Soften one more layer at the belly. And then feel your breath at the lower lungs. As you inhale, feel the ribs expand. As you exhale, feel the release. And soften around your heart center. Soften all around the front side of the heart center, through the chest, the pectorals. Soften the back side of the heart center, the sides of the heart center soften. And relax your shoulders. Let the shoulders feel heavy, let them sink. Relaxing your shoulders. And relax your arms. Let the arms feel heavy, let the arms sink. Soften your hands. Relaxing your hands, soft hands. And relax your neck. Soften through the throat, through the front side. And soften the back side of the neck, the sides of the neck, relax. Relax your jaw. If you need to, move it side to side, but release tension in your jaw. And relax your tongue. Let the tongue sink right down to the bottom of your mouth, relaxing your tongue. And let there be a natural space between your teeth, between your lips, and the space between your eyebrows, make it just a little bit bigger. Soften your eyes, relax the eyes, let them feel soft and light. And soften through your forehead, and creating spaciousness through your forehead. Let the entire face feel soft and light. Let your face reflect your heart. And set the intention to stay right here, just above sleep. Aware of where your body is connected to the ground. And I'd like you to stay here for the next 7 minutes, silently working with the mantra, slow down. As you inhale, silently saying slow, and as you exhale, silently saying down. Starting to take deeper inhalations and exhalations. And start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And on the next inhalation, take a full body stretch and exhale, release and let it all go. You can bend the knees and place the feet back on the floor. And gently roll to whichever side is the most comfortable. And slowly make your way back up to seated, please. And gently bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. We can all face the front. This is fine. Lift the sternum up towards the sky and close your eyes for a moment. Bringing your hands up to your third eye. Experiencing a mind that remembers the way. And bringing your hands back down to your heart. And experiencing a heart that is the way. Namaste.